When AI image generators started to become a thing, one of the biggest challenges that we were facing was the fact that the prompts that you give to these AI tools cannot generate consistent images for you, consistent in terms of the features of one prompt from the other. Such that if you're trying to tell a story, there might be some disparities because your first scene is going to be different from the second scene. But thankfully these days, these tools are becoming very sophisticated. So whether you run a faceless story channel on YouTube or you just want to be able to create better content that are realistic with the help of AI, this tutorial is going to be showing you how to ensure that your characters are consistent across the entire storyboard. So the first thing you're going to do is to come to ChatGPT and ask it to generate your prompts for you. So if you know how to use ChatGPT already, this is going to be easy. So all of the tools we are going to be using are tools by OpenAI. So we are going to be using ChatGPT for prompting. Then we're going to be using DALL-E and Sora for image generation. Then to convert or animate these images into videos, I'm going to be showing you a tool that you're going to be using. So stay until the end of this tutorial so that you don't miss out on anything. I've actually told ChatGPT what I want and I asked it to create a scene by scene prompt for the image generation tool, and it has gone on to do that. Now there are two tools that you can actually use to generate consistent images. The first one is DALL-E, which is also a tool by OpenAI. That's the parent company of ChatGPT, right? So to use DALL-E, all you need to do is to sign up with your ChatGPT account and then go to open a new chat and then upload a picture or an image of you. So let's say, for instance, that you want the character in the image or in the video to bear resemblance to a particular character. So sometimes it could actually be you. Say, for instance, that you want to create a content on maybe Instagram or on any other platform and you want it to actually look like you. What you can do is to upload your own image, right? So that you're going to be using it to train the AI tool, and then you're going to be telling it to go ahead to generate an image that resembles the one that you have uploaded. All right, so to do that, let me show you the simple thing I did for one of the images I generated. So you can see this particular image right here. I uploaded it and then I was trying to generate an image for a training, or a flyer rather. I was trying to generate a flyer for a social media account anyways that I'm currently managing, and even though this is not satisfactory because the prompt I gave it is not exactly so detailed, but this was what it came up with, and that same image is on this flyer. Now the same image is also on, you can see how consistent it's able to actually make these images. So I gave it another prompt and it went on to generate an image that still bears resemblance to the first image I uploaded, right? Then another tool you can use is Sora. So Sora is my favorite right now when it comes to generating images, right? And Sora is also by OpenAI. So you can actually go to your Chrome browser and type in Sora. Now to use Sora, I'm just going to go on to the account. So once you get on Sora, you're going to be seeing different images and videos that people have created. So they're all AI generated images and videos, but you think that they're actually real, except for the ones that actually looks like cartoon characters, right? So to create our image, all we need to do is to come to this place where it says describe your image, and then I'm going to copy the first prompt that ChatGPT gave to me and I'm going to enter it into Sora. Now for Sora, you can't actually upload an image, right? You can't upload an image and then ask it to maintain that level of consistency that DALL-E actually gives you, right? But you can actually do something else, which I'm going to be showing you shortly. So I'm going to copy the prompts right here, and then I'm going to take it back to Sora, and then I'm going to paste it here. So if you notice beneath it, we have different variations, or we have different things that you can change to impact on the result that you get from the prompts you've given it. So here, of course, it's an image you are creating, except if it's a video you want to create, you get to click on video. Then the aspect ratio is going to depend on the platform that you want to post it on. Say, for instance, that you want to create these images for a YouTube faceless channel. Of course, you know that you're going to be, the aspect ratio is going to be this one, that is 3.2. Then if you're creating a Facebook post or an Instagram post, then the dimension is going to be this 1:1. Then for reels, it's going to be this 2:3. So let's leave it at this. Then for this variation, it's going to be creating the number of variations that you list here. So if you want 4 variations, so that you can be able to choose from, different images that is going to generate, you can go on to do that. For this preset, these are different ways that the images are going to be rendered. So let's say we just want to leave it at this. I'm just going to go on to click on generate or create image, and then it's going to be taking a while to create it. Sora has gone on to generate 4 variations of our prompts. So all we need to do is to look at it and select from the one that we feel is better for us. So let me say I want to select this one. So I'll click on it, and to get the next slide or the next scene of our storyboard, what I'm going to simply do is to come to this place that says remix, right? And then I'm going to copy the prompt, the second scene that ChatGPT gave to us. To get our second scene, I'm going to simply click on remix. I'll copy the prompt for the second scene and paste it in. And then I'll go to click on remix. And here we have our scene 2. Even though there is some changes here and there, in the scene, but you can see that there is a great level of consistency. So let's check our first slide to see. You can see that the color, okay, this was the one we selected. You can see that the color of the addresses are the same. Their facial features are the same as this one, right? As this one's right here that we just remixed. So if you're going to be doing this for real, all you just need to do is to select the one you want and then edit it, all right? Or you can reprompt it. So for instance, in the first image, the footmat on the ground is not the same as the first one. So you can always go on to edit it, right? So you can go on to edit the remix and remove or make the features that you don't want to be there to be out of the image, right? To create a third slide, you can either go on to create your third slide from this second slide or from the very first image that you created it with. So let's say I want to use the very first image since it has the original features. I'm just going to go on to, so this was one we used. I'm going to click on it again, and then I'm going to go on to click on remix, and then I'll copy the prompt for the third scene from ChatGPT. Now go on to remix it. Then this is the third slide, still as consistent as the other ones that we generated earlier, if you can see. So the features of the characters are still the same, except that in one of them they added a third child when they've been giving us 2 kids, all the while. So that's all about how to, use this tool to generate consistent images for your, faceless YouTube channel, stories, or maybe for your content. So everything is all about creativity. You know how to do this to ensure that it, brings out the exact thing that you want it to bring up. All right. Now to animate these images, we're going to be using a tool called artlist.io. So the tool is also not free, but there is actually a trick to using it for free, which I talked about in an earlier tutorial where I was talking about how to use AI to create powerful video commercials. So I'm going to be leaving the link to that video in the description in case you also want to check it out. The paid plan starts at $9 per month, and if you can actually get to pay that amount for the pro, it's going to be serving you, because the free version allows you only one usage. You can only convert one image into a video, right? And even at that, you won't even be able to download the image. So there was a trick I actually used in one of the commercials I did, which I'm going to be revealing to you at the end of this tutorial. Now, I believe you've been gaining value from this tutorial. Please do not leave without liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and also subscribing to our YouTube channel if you're yet to do that. So once on atlas.io, the next thing you want to do is to come to AI image and video, which is actually a new tool that they have just rolled out. So click on it and select image to video, right? So once you select image to video, you're going to be asking you to upload the image that you want to animate. So I have actually reached my limit for generating more videos, and to generate more videos I would have to subscribe. And trust me, this is actually a tool I want to subscribe for, because it is it creates very realistic animations, right, off of your image, like unlike other tools that would totally distort the image that you give it, especially if there are text on the image. So you're simply going to upload the image you want to. So the images that you have generated earlier with Sora, you can start to upload them one after the other now inside of this tool. And as you're generating each of the scenes, you get to save them to your device, and then at the end of getting everything together, you can now take it to a tool like CapCut, edit it and put everything together to create your videos. All right, but then, like I said earlier, this tool would actually not allow you to upload your video except you are subscribed. Now, one of the things that I did to enable me upload that video or save it to my device was that I recorded my screen, and that is because I was even using different emails, right? So this is a still. I hope they don't hear me, but that was what I did because I needed to create that commercial that moment. I wasn't ready to pay for the premium version, so I had to screen record my device while the image is playing. I just screen record it and then save it on my device, and then I took all of them back to ChatGPT and I started editing them. So if you want to use this, you would actually have to use different emails, because you can only generate one video in one account, right? So if you now want to animate all your images, you now have to start using different emails. I mean, it can be stressful, really, right? So if you have $9, just go on ahead to pay. So let me show you one of the images that I actually converted into video. So this is the video right here, and it was actually made from an image that I generated on Sora. So it's actually plays for a while, depending on the length of time that you actually give the tool to generate the animation for you, right? So it actually also have a voice over tool, right, such that the animations can actually voice set that's like text to voice generation that can actually make the images talk. But all of those are actually only available in the paid version. So if you can go on ahead to do, and then if you can also afford Sora for $20 per month, you can go on ahead to do that, because I mean, Sora, it makes everything easy. It is a text to video tool. So all you just need to do is to describe your entire video, and then to go on to create the video for you. So thank you very much for staying on to the end, and I hope that you have learned something from watching this tutorial. Please drop a comment, like this video, share, and also stay subscribed to our channel so that you won't miss out when we post similar videos just like this one. And until I see you next time, bye for now.